Today's been one of those days. I woke up this morning, I felt great. I was able to knock 100 push ups out. I felt pretty good about myself. And I called my girlfriend after my devotion. And I was talking to her, and I was thinking today was Thursday for a moment. I said it was Wednesday, but then in my mind, I was like, no, wait, is it Thursday? And so we're like, wait a minute, we had a mix up in the days. I thought that today was Thursday, but today's Wednesday. You ever get in that midweek, I like to call it midweek madness, where you think that it's closer to the weekend than it really is? I know we live for that one day of the week. I don't know anybody that really has a bad Friday. Friday is like the day of mentally checking out. It's the day of I'm planning for the 2 days that I get off out of the entire week if you don't work weekends. But there's something to be said about us getting prepared and forgetting what day it is. We're forgetting what day it is because every day seems like it runs together except for that one day, that Friday. Friday, no one mistakes Friday for another day. But it says something about our satisfaction in life. We're continually doing the same things over and over again. We continually are in these patterns of just working and that's it. But even if you're not satisfied where you're working or what you're doing for a living or what your position is, or even if you're walking and trying to find out why you're even here on earth, what your purpose is, what your calling is, what your gifts are, what your skills are, what your talents are, we have to remember one thing: we're doing our work unto the Lord, meaning whatever work we're doing, whatever position we're in, let's do it in a way that would be pleasing to God. So say, for instance, if you're a janitor, or if you're a doctor, or if you're a teacher, or if you're a minister, or if you're any other position, a secretary, whatever have you. Imagine if your boss is God. How would you do your job if God is your boss? God is your supervisor. God is your team lead. God is your mid-level manager, your lower-level manager, whatever position you may want to put him in. If he is if he is your superior, how will you do your job? What attitude will you have when you come into your work environment? What attitude will you have when you approach different things? I guarantee it'll change your perspective. It changed mine this morning. I was like, I'm going to work like I'm working for God this morning. And when I got to work, I noticed my mood was different. I felt lighter. I felt happier. I felt clearer. I felt like whatever may come my way today, whatever changes that may take place, whatever unforeseen circumstances that may come my way, whatever bumps in the road that I may encounter, I'm doing this for God. I'm doing God's work right now. How many of you know that you would feel different if you said that wherever you work or whatever you're doing or whatever you're trying to do, you're doing it for God? That motivation will change. Your approach to the situation will change. And the way that things, even regardless of what may happen, it's not going to affect you the same. There's things that can pop up in your day, but if you're like, hey, I'm working unto the Lord. I'm working as though this is God's work. And it is God's work because in everything that we do, we should be reflecting God in what we do. So regardless if you're in the bathroom or regardless of if you're at a concert, regardless of where your environment is, people should see God in you. So in these moments, it's important to remember that whatever we're doing, ask God, what can I do to show people you where I am right now? Not where I'm going or not where I've been, not what I've done in the past that I'm having trouble forgiving myself for doing. Forgive yourself, let me say that. Forgive yourself for the things that you've done in your past. But what can I do to show people you? And I guarantee you, your attitude will change. It's time to change the attitude. But it's time to change the way we approach the week. It's midweek madness. Everything's going crazy or everything's preparing to wind down. How are you going to react to how you approach your work?